So here we are, at technical rock bottom. There is quite a lot to talk about, both about the state of Infinity Train and also life stuff in general, but I'll be saving that for a separate update video, don't worry. So, starting off, if you've seen me on Twitter in the past year, you'll know that I'm pretty upset about how this show is handled. Not by the crew, of course, they did everything perfectly. I'm talking about the networks. Starting off, it's obvious by now that, we didn't get a book 5, I wonder why that is. Well, Cartoon Network is a wee bit stupid and doesn't understand who their target audience is here. Book 5 was supposed to be about Amelia, and it would have taken place around the same time as Book 4, like side-by-side parallel going on at the same time. So following her journey on the train and presumably showing exactly what happened when she did that and took over. Cartoon Network denied this because it had no child entry point. Now if you're wondering what the fuck that means, welcome to the club. But basically they're saying that a middle-aged British woman can't be the protagonist because there's no feasible way that children can relate to anyone that's older than them. There's just no way. No, but not possible, huh? They can't connect, what, huh? So even after that, they rewrote a couple things and resubmitted it for approval. Nope. No, just silence, radio silence. And I find it particularly frustrating because I'm pretty sure Cartoon Network wasn't even supposed to have that kind of control over the show in the first place. This series was always supposed to be an HBO Max original, but it ended up on Cartoon Network because of the delays to the merger, thanks to funny Orange Man. So the show is just kind of in limbo, with the script for Book 5 done, like completed, and even some storyboard stuff. Owen Dennis had said in an AMA that like if he had lost all hope, he would release the script for Book 5. That has not happened yet. So I do personally still have hope. Now that's all technically old news. Recently, something else happened. So Warner Brothers is merging with Discovery. Most of you probably know them for their critically acclaimed networks such as TLC, AGTV, Food Network, History. The point of a merger is to like expand your libraries, merge your audience, you grow as a platform. Yeah, it makes sense. They did none of that. Discovery basically walked in and said, "lmao, delete literally a whole chunk of the reason people use your platform," in order to try to save $3 billion, presumably on tax write-offs. The tax stuff specifically may not be confirmed, but like, what other reason would there have been to do that? It's highly suspected that was it, because otherwise, like, I genuinely can't think of another reason why anyone in their right mind would think that was an okay thing to do. So in a matter of days, everything Infinity Train related was scrubbed from HBO Max, Cartoon Network's Twitter and YouTube, including the 2016 pilot. The DVDs were discontinued and taken off the store, and the soundtrack is no longer available on Spotify. I can't even listen to Train to Nowhere on my fucking phone anymore. And this came to a surprise for everyone, even the creators. And everyone's fucking pissed. Long story short, they've lost about $20 billion from this colossal dumbass idiot fuck up. And this really just shows the sad state that the animation industry is in right now. It's almost impossible to succeed as a crew member of any of these shows, because you always run the risk of getting canned out of nowhere, or straight up fucking deleted off of existence, flushing years of your work down the toilet. Infinity Train is still available on iTunes and Amazon Prime, but like, wow, like $2 an episode, that's not feasible. Like, no one's actually gonna really go for that unless you're rich and really want to support the show. So this leaves many people to turn to piracy because like, wow, there's no actual good way to support the show. Cartoon Network assured Owen Dennis that it would stay on iTunes and Amazon Prime, but gee, 1 month ago we thought it would stay on HBO Max, and look how that turned out. So I don't know. Can I really recommend you guys to go spend however many fucking dollars on buying all 4 seasons on iTunes and Amazon, rather than, just getting the streaming service and streaming the show? I don't know anymore. Is it really gonna stay up? This is all on the networks. This is all their fault. Cartoon Network for mistreating the show and not fucking renewing it in the first place. Discovery for being fucking idiots and deleting everything in favor of their clearly superior library. And HBO Max for not stopping this. This tweet thread by Matt Braley, the creator of Amphibia, says a lot about how this is on the networks. The creator's job is to create. If a show fails, it's not always because they didn't make a good show. If the show genuinely sucks, maybe, but maybe that's not always the fucking case. It's the network's job to actually promote and profit off, show reruns, give people an actual way to watch the show, make and sell merchandise, advertise, for fuck's sake. No, they did none of that shit for so many amazing shows. I can't tell you how many people I've recommended Infinity Train for, and they either just have never heard of it or only heard about it from word of mouth. Because guess what? They don't fucking advertise anything. And you may be wondering, oh, the 1-1 plush back there, was that officially? No. The Of course it's not fucking officially merchandise. They never did that shit. The only merch they really had was the DVDs, and guess what? You can't even fucking get those anymore. It's just incredibly disappointing how this show is handled by the networks. I remember when the pilot came out in 2016, literally everyone in the comments was saying like, holy shit, this has so much potential, this could be fucking amazing, it could be great, and like, they lived up to that in every way they could. This show is incredible, and the fact that it wasn't like instantly renewed all the way through to the 8 books, what the fuck? I know I've said this like every single video, but like there's genuinely no reason not to renew this show. From an art perspective, from a market perspective, they had literally every reason to renew this. So yeah, like Matt Braley said, if a show gets canned, I feel like a lot of the times it's not on the creator. There's a lot of good shows out there because you've never heard of them, because the networks don't actually fucking tell people they exist. Cartoon Network is notorious for this. How many times are they rerunning fucking Teen Titans Go Waffle Waffle Fart compilation? And how many times did they rerun Infinity Train? Or rerun Steven Universe, or rerun OKKO, literally anything. It's just asinine. And I feel so bad for all the creators that just are in this industry and either had this happen to them, or they're in a different network, seeing this happen to their fucking friends and wondering, oh shit, is this gonna happen to me next? Animation needs a new deal, because clearly this is not working.